Okay, ladies, got you separated from the men, right? So now we can talk, huh? I'm gonna clue you in. There's so many differences between men and women, but I'm just gonna clue you into how men think sometimes. This could be helpful to you. There's a book written by Bill and Pam Farrell, and it says, "Men are waffles, women are spaghetti." Have you seen this book? The basic premise of the book is that the brain of a man works differently than the brain of a woman. And men tend to be like waffles. Everything is in its own little compartment. You know, one compartment doesn't matter to the next. And women are more like spaghetti. Everything kind of mixes together. Okay? So everything matters in a woman's mind, and things are just separated in a man's mind. And this will help you when you deal with boyfriends and dads and men in your life. For example, you have a boyfriend, and he might, want to get coffee with a girl who used to be your friend, but she stabbed you in the back, and now you've become bitter enemies. And your boyfriend's thinking, "I'm just going to get coffee with her, and then I'll hang out with you later." Those things don't matter, right? Exactly. Because that is super related in a woman's brain, and a guy might not get that. He might think, well, what I do with her doesn't affect what I do with you, right? That's why you're looking at me blankly, yes. But that's how a lot of men think. It's this compartment doesn't matter with this compartment. They're different things. And men have to learn it does matter, okay? So that's kind of the difference. So for women, everything, this is generally speaking, right? But things are more related in a woman's mind. The past, the future, it kind of all comes together. Guys are just like here today. They don't know what's going on tomorrow. So because of that, details are more important to a woman. So when a man tells a story, it's different than when a woman tells a story. Because everything's related, so everything matters. So for example, someone might ask you, what did you eat last night? And you would say, well, I was with my 3 friends, and Beth really wanted pizza. That's her favorite. But Marianne, she had just gone through a breakup, and she was feeling kind of lousy, so we wanted to get Chinese food for her. But then there was Sarah, and Sarah has no money at all, so she just decided to go for a walk and maybe go to a hot dog stand. She was wearing a beautiful green dress. She looked really nice. That's how a woman tells that story. You ask a guy, what did you eat last night? He'll say, I had a hot dog, it was good. And that's it. Because the details they don't care. Men, it's like this compartment doesn't matter with that one. That might help you in life if you think about that, and you have to be patient. And men and women need to learn from each other, and need to educate each other. But it can also play out in dating relationships, right? A man, a boyfriend you may have, may want to get physically intimate with you because he says, I love you, and that's all that matters to him. But you, as a woman, are probably thinking, okay, first of all, is that true that you love me? And secondly, what about my future? Is 25-year-old me going to be happy with the choice I make now at 16 or 17? And it's good to think like that. And he says, but I love you. That's all that matters. And you say, really? Is that all that matters? What if this doesn't work out? What if I give you a gift that is meant for my husband and you don't become my husband? But I love you. That's all that matters. So it's up to you as women you see the connections to the future. That's good. Sometimes you have to help guys do the same. And really call them to be virtuous. Just because it feels good or right in the moment doesn't mean that a certain behavior is good or right. And I'll tell you something else about men. As you know, they mature a lot slower than women, right? You know that, right? That's an old adage that everybody knows. So men have to learn how to be good husbands and fathers, and it starts when they're teenage boys, and they need to learn about self-discipline. Not getting everything they want whenever they want it. You know, we all know spoiled brats, right? You say you get everything from your parents that you ever wanted. You become spoiled, you become miserable. Men have to learn self-denial, to not get everything they want right now, and that's going to make them better husbands and fathers in the future, because as a husband and a father, you have to deny yourself a ton to make a family work. And it's the same for women, but I'm sharing this with you because I think women, you have a better instinct about that. You know, the word disciple and discipline, they come from the same root. To be a disciple of Jesus, you have to be disciplined. You have to say no to yourself, you know, to what your body is saying is the right thing to do right now. You know, you can't just eat anything you want. You have to discipline your body. And it's the same in a relationship with a young man. You have to say no to some things that might feel good in the moment, because you're looking into the future and you're seeing how this moment is connected to the future. If I want a successful, happy marriage, and I want to be with a man for many, many years and raise our kids together, well, in the teenage years, we need to both learn discipline and say no to what is easy and feels good in the moment with the view of what is long-lasting. So I share that with you, ladies. There are many, many ways that men and women are different, and you know that, and you learn more and more about that. But that's an important one. Maybe you could see it as kind of a task of yours. Whoever the men in your life are, again, family, dating, relationships, witness to them. That we don't always just give in to the pleasure of the moment. We have to deny ourselves some immediate pleasures with a view to how they're connected to the future. And I'll tell you, if you do that, if you help others think about the future, because you're a woman of God who's thinking about Jesus now and in the future, you're going to make them better people. Maybe among our friends, and certainly among the men that will be in your life. Show them that you are thinking about Jesus and the future, and it'll point them to Jesus and to a more blessed future. God give you peace.